to say a huge thank you to everyone that's liked, shared, commented and subscribed to my YouTube channel, because as you may know, I have just reached 1,000 subscribers, and that is that's amazing. I'm flabbergasted. That's brilliant. I never thought I would have reached it, seeing as I only started this channel about a year and a half ago. Started in July 2015, so this is absolutely amazing that I've got this far. So that's it. Thank you to everyone that's done that. And before I get onto this video, I'd also like to say a huge thank you to James Arthur. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then check out his Vivo channel, which I'll leave a link to the video which I'm featured in somewhere over there. And yeah, I'd just like to say a massive thank you to, if you're watching this, which you probably won't be, but if you do, then what? Yeah, okay. So guys, for today's 1,000 subscriber special, I thought I would talk about my drum kit and just talk about the setup I use, what mics I use, how I record, how I edit, all that sort of stuff, which I've had quite a few questions, quite a few people asking me to submit questions on the comments and stuff, so let's just get on and talk about the kit. Hey guys, so the first thing I'd like to talk about is the shells I use. I'm currently using Mapex V shells in black. They're just plywood shells. Got blue Evans hydraulic heads on the batters at the top, and I'm using an Evans HD dry on the snare skin. I'm currently using the Mapex own brand Rezo heads, which they're alright, but I really need to replace them. And I've got an Evans EMAD on the bass drum skin. That's a really nice head and I really like it. Now the pedals I'm using the Pearl pedals at the moment. A set of Pearl double pedals, so they're very nice. These Pearl double pedals I came with a kit. I used to use big dog pedals, but I prefer these Pearl pedals. So yeah, that's the kit that I use. So next I'm going to talk about arguably the most important and most expensive part of the kit, and that is the cymbals that I use. So currently I'm using Sabian XXX stage hats. They're 14 inch and they're absolutely brilliant. I love them to pieces. I have played at church, I've played Zildjian custom hats, but I think the Sabian XXX range is much better, and yeah, I just prefer them. Next I've got a Sabian XXX 16 inch stage clash, and I've got a Sabian XXX stage ride, and that's 20 inch. As well as the stage pack, I've also got Sabian XXX splash, which is 10 inch. I've got an Alchemy 10 inch splash, as well as I've got this Stag SH 12 inch splash, which I do like the sound of it, but it is one of the lower end of the Stags, so it's a pretty decent cymbal though for the money. Next I've got this, which is a really nice cymbal. It's a really dark sound and I do really like the sound of it. It's a Sabian hand hammered 17 inch clash. That was arguably the most expensive cymbal I bought, because I bought it on my own for about 90 quid from eBay. eBay is definitely the best place to shop if you want to buy it, because everything you see here has been bought with eBay and it's quality. You get so many good bargains. And last but not least is this 14 inch Rockham China, which is a really cheap lower end China, but it sounds really nice. I've played with it and I just think it's a great sound. Okay, so next I'm going to talk about the stand that I use. So I use this 3-sided curved Gibraltar rack with all the clamps and adjustments that I need. I got the clamp for the 10 inch, and I've got the hi-hat stand with it, all the additions for all the cymbals, and I got a few more as well. So yes, this is brilliant. I love it. I bought this especially because it saves a lot of space for my kit. I do have lots and lots of stands, range. I've got Gibraltar stands, I've got Yamaha stands, I've got Mapex stands. I've got a load of stands, but the rack saves a ton of space, and I love the rack. It's brilliant. I just fit all of my cymbals and all my stuff around it. It's quality. Okay guys, so in addition to my full acoustic drum kit here, I've also got this brilliant electric drum kit, which I bought second hand from a drum store. It's absolutely quality. I adore this kit. means that I can play inside without my sister shouting at me, telling me that I'm too loud, and basically means that my family can have some peace and quiet, which doesn't happen very often in a drummer's house. So I've got these two upgraded cymbals that came with the kit, as well as the basic hi-hat as well. This is a Roland TD40 kit with mesh heads, and yeah, this is just everything. I do love it. It's quality. It's got all the sounds you need, and it makes filming and editing a lot faster when you just need to pop out a really quick cover. So, okay. So next is the very important part, which is my mixer. This is where all of my mics go into. So I've got the XLR inputs for the bass drum, the snare drum, and the two overheads. At the moment I'm using a Xenix Q1202 USB Behringer mixer with the 4 XLR inputs, as I just said. I have the music is going into this line in here, so I'll play the music through my iPhone or my iPod through this here. That will record it on a separate track to all the others. So yeah, usually I record using that. I've also got this audio USB device, which is if I was going to record with a couple of mics, but usually I use this Xenix mixer because I do really like it, and it was really cheap. It was only, I bought this one brand new, and it was, I think it was about 80 quid, so yeah, from Amazon, so that was really good. Okay, so the mixer is connected to the mics I own, and I'm currently playing with a Shure SM57 on the snare drum, as well as two NJS overhead mics. So, as well as these NJS overhead mics, I've also got an NJS bass drum mic, which I have literally just behind there, if you can see it there. The whole set came for about 80 quid from Amazon. They're alright, but they're not the best, but they keep me going at the moment, so yeah. Okay, so my mixer, as you will see, connects via USB to my laptop, and then on my laptop I'm using Audacity at the moment. I need to get hold of a better software, but at the moment I'm using Audacity, so I'll just go onto here and go on the microphone audio codec. Okay guys, so once I've selected the mix that I'm using, I will then go to my kit and I will then play out a beat. So I'll click record and I'll play a beat. So okay, so that's just a simple beat playing with one hand, but yeah. So then I've recorded that. I usually record the drumming track, and if I was going to do a backing track to it, the backing track will be on a separate track altogether. So then that means that I can pitch raise it if I need to, due to copyright or whatever, or speed change it or whatever. Let's just have a listen to this. So as you can see, it sounds quite good. But then what I will do, like After Effects, like if I needed to, I could amplify it if it was too quiet, or I could put echo on it. What I usually do is put a bit of reverb on. So let's preview that. As you can hear, the snare especially has a lot more depth to it and a lot more attack, and it just makes it sound better, so I do that to lots of my songs. But there are also many other effects you can choose. There's all these, as well as reverb. You can wah-wah, you can cut, you can paste. So that's what I used to edit. And then once I've filmed it and I've got this, I will then export it as like an MP3. So I'd save it as something, save it as an MP3. I would then open it up in this software, which this is the software I use. This is Adobe Premiere Elements, which is really good. It's only, I think this is about 70 quid or something. Really good software. So I go an expert, and then you can put your videos in. You can have many videos. You can overlap them. There's lots of effects and stuff you can do with it. Put the backing track there. And then usually I take the GoPro file or the camera file, I mute that because the audio isn't so good, so I use the audio from my mixer coming through there in that file, and then here I have the audio for, and then I just silence that audio to stop camera audio coming through, because that's often quite gainy and not so good. So yeah, this is all the software I use. I just use Audacity and Adobe Premiere Elements video editing software. So yeah, that's really good. Okay, so you're probably thinking, okay, so I understand how you edit and stuff, but what do you use to film it? What are you using right now? I mainly use my iPhone 4 for music, but I do also record with my iPhone 4 and my iPod. These are mainly when the GoPro or my Nikon L840 that I'm using right now are out of battery or out of memory or something. So yes, I do love to use a different variety, because by using the iPhone and the iPod, it shows that it doesn't matter how much money you've got, you can still produce fun and interesting drum covers. Okay, so now I'm just going to talk a little bit about the extra stuff that I use. So I use these gold ring noise cancelling headphones. These are about 80 quid. I got these for Christmas. They are brilliant headphones and they're really good for protecting your ears. I've also got this Miranda tripod, as well as this Konig tripod that I got for my birthday, which was a few days ago. So yeah, that was good. And the bit that you're all interested in is I use Vic Firth American Classic 5Bs. I've also got Vic Firth American Nova 7As, which I also love them. Okay guys, so if you enjoyed this video of me just talking through the kit that I use and the other stuff I use, please leave a like, a share, a comment, and most of all subscribe to my YouTube channel for more content like this and drum covers and other interesting videos that I want to, that I come up with. If you've got any suggestions, any song suggestions, anything you think I should do, please leave a comment down below in the comment section, and I will hopefully get back to you all. And thank you all for your continued support on my channel, and Wattadrummer out.